morning, students. I hope you are fine and fair. Students, we have proved three theorems and two results in the form of corollary. Now, we have to apply all those three theorems and the result of corollary in solving exercise 6.1, and it is given in your NCERT book, exercise 6.1. Just try to open your books and see. So many questions are there and we have to attempt one by one, but some of the questions you may solve yourself without any hesitation, without any difficulty. I hope that you will be able to solve question number 1 and question number 2 yourself. If problems are there, you may discuss both these questions, question number 1 and question number 2, in live classes session. You may ask there if it is required or you feel any sort of difficulty. So I will be here and I will explain that here. So I hope we have to start today's solution from question number 3. What is in question number 3? You may observe and just see question number 3, what is given in that NCERT book. You may observe here question number 3. One thing is remarkable here. Question number 1 and question number 2 you will solve in classwork copy. Although it is given as homework, but you will solve in the same copy in which you are solving questions of classwork. So this question number 1 and question number 2 you will attempt first. Afterward you will start question number 3 onwards. So I am just going to start question number 3 onwards. 1 and 2 is given just as assignment and you will perform 1 and 2 in your classwork copy. So there should not be any sort of confusion regarding the copies. Every time the students used to ask, sir, in which copy this question will be solved. So once again I remind you that though these questions, question number 1 and question number 2, both are given as homework, but you will solve in classwork copy. So I think you are in a position to understand what I say just before you. So let us start question number 3. What is given? A figure is given, figure 6.15, and a condition is given of this question. Angle POR equal to angle PRQ. Then prove that angle PQS equal to angle PRT. This is a question. Very easily, by using the properties, we can try to solve those questions. You may observe here, figure is already drawn. It is a line SQRS. This one is representing a line. Afterward, it is said that angle 2 equals angle 3. It is already given here. So angle 2 equals angle 3. So this will be represented as equal mark here, because both the angles from here to there, this one is angle 2, and from here to there, this one is angle 3. Since it is given there, angle PQR means angle PQR, we are talking about angle 2, is equal to angle PRQ, and we are talking about angle number 3. Means this angle equal to this angle. It is given there. It is conditioned there. Then we have to prove what? To prove under heading, to prove what will be noted down? Angle PQS means this angle equal to angle PRT, means this angle. What is given? This angle 2 equal to this angle 3. So we have to prove that this angle is equal to this angle. This is the question. How to solve? Firstly, we observe these two angles, because these two angles are connected here. These angles are adjacent angles, and one thing more is there, 1 and 2, both the angles are what? These are linear pair. As you remember, the property of linear pair, adjacent angle whose sum is 180 degree are supplementary. So those angles are known as linear pair. If we find the value of angle 1 and angle 2, the sum of angle 1 and angle 2 will be equal to 180 degree. The same is noted down. We have angle 1 plus angle 2 equals 180 degree. Very easily we can say this angle plus this angle both are equal to 180 degree. At this corner we have completed. Now at this we have to examine again the same nature. This angle and this both are linear pair here, and the sum of angle 3 and 4 will also be equal to 180 degree. See, again angle 3 plus angle 4 equals 180 degree. In bracket, region will also be noted down. What region is there? It is LP. LP means L indicates linear, P indicates pair. So this one is equation number 1. Again angle 3 plus angle 4 equal to 180 degree. How? Because this one is also linear pair. Now see equation number 1 and equation number 2. We have to compare. See, two things are here and two things are here. Two things means two angles are here and two angles are here. If things are equal to the same thing, these things equal to 180 degree and these things are also equal to 180 degree. Things which are equal to the same thing are equal. It means 1 and 2 implies angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Why is it so? Because sum of 1 and 2 is 180 degree. Sum of angle 3 and angle 4 is also 180 degree. So definitely we can say that angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. Now we are comparing here angle 1 and angle 2. So equation 1 and equation number 2. Here equation number 1 and 2 both are compared. This implies what? Angle 1 plus angle 2 equal to angle 3 plus angle 4. It means what? Now we may observe the condition here. Angle 2 equals angle 3. We have already seen here because this one is already given. So angle 2 and angle 3 both are equal. So what can we do? Both the angles will be cancelled here, because if you transpose this angle to that side, it will be minus angle 2. Angle 3 minus angle 2, both the angles are equal. So if equal quantity is subtracted from equal, what will be there? That will become 0. So directly we cut angle 2 and angle 3 from both the sides. Either we transpose there, one way is there, or directly if equal quantities are there, so both can be cancelled directly. So angle 2 and angle 3 both are equal, so both will be cancelled here. So what is remaining there? If 2 and 3 both are cancelled, because both the angles are equal according to the given condition, what will be the result? Angle 1 equal to angle 4, means angle 1 equal to angle 4. Angle 1 means from here to there, angle 4 means from here to there. You may observe very easily. So, and this one is required. In the place of angle 1, what can be noted down? Angle PQS. This is the symbolical meaning of angle 1. And what is symbolical meaning of angle 4? Angle PRT. So in the place of angle 1, what can be noted down? It is angle PQS. So PQS equal to angle PRT. We have proved here, and that one is required. So at last we have to note down, hence proved, because what is required is obtained here is received here is gained here. So at last, when both the sides are proved, what is required according to the condition of the question? So at last, ultimately we have to finish the question by writing hence proved. In this way, question number 3 is completed here. So it is remarkable here. Firstly, put heading given. Firstly, you will draw this rough sketch of this figure. Figure is very compulsory. Why is it compulsory? Because you are talking about angle PQR. If figure is not there, how can a teacher may understand that of which angle you are talking about? So this rough figure, exactly not the same. Only rough figure should be there along with the letters which are given in. And these angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4 is taken from our side for the convenient purpose. Because if we write angle 1, so very easily we can write angle 1. If we go to long form, so that will be PQS. Only to minimize the work, we are using angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. Otherwise, there is no need of 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this will be convenient in solving such type of questions. We put there 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be easier in writing as well as in solving. Ultimately, we can get the result. So these headings should be there: given, to prove, proof, and afterward, after getting the result, we have to note down hence proved. So firstly, take the screenshot of this one. Afterward, we have to attempt the next question, that is question number 4, and I have drawn the figure of question number 4. So you are given time to take either a screenshot or pause there and note down all those facts up to hence proved. And this will be continued since space is not there just below. So I have continued from second half, but you will continue the same thing just below it. Don't go to second half since space is not there. That's why I have drawn a line and divided the whiteboard into 2 parts, and half portion is written there, but in your copy it will be just below this step. So you will try to keep in your mind systematically. You have to note down firstly a figure, then what is given, then to prove, then proof. Afterward, we will continue the steps, and at last hence proved. Now question number 4. This is the figure of question number 4, and we will start question number 4. So firstly, try to note down this. Time is given. Now follow here. This one is the figure of question number 4. So you will draw where? At this place. You have to draw this one at this place. Afterward, you have to note down what is given, what is to be proved there, to prove, and here proof. Your solution will be started here. So what is given here? In question number 4, this is the figure. Now observe here, O, B, O, C, O, A, O, D. 4 rays are originated from the same origin O. Now it is given that x plus y is equal to w plus z. It is given there. X plus y equals w plus z. It is given. So we have to note down firstly what is given in question. So according to the given information, we have to note down what is given. X plus y equals w plus z. It is given there in question, already given. So what to prove? We have to prove that AOB is a straight line. AOB is a straight line. We have to prove that AOB is a straight line. This is the question. How to prove this? Now, you know the properties. Earlier we have studied different properties. In the form of corollary, we have studied. at a point, what will be sum of total angles? Sum of total angles at a point, we are talking about it. Sum of all those angles will be equal to how many degree? It will be 360. We have proved there in the form of corollary. So the same property will be applied here. Suppose this one is angle 1, this one is angle 2, this one is angle 3, this one is angle 4. 4 angles are there. Different 4 angles are here. So if we add angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4, so total will be equal to 360 degree. And what region is there? Region will be noted down either here. If space is not there, so we note down just below. And what region is there? Sum of angles, sum of all the angles around a point, around a point equal to 360 degree. This is the region. We have already proved here. Suppose a point is there, so sum of all those angles, so many angles are there, so sum of all those angles will be equal to what? 360 degree. So this will be noted down here in the words. Sum of all the angles around a point is always equal to 360 degree, and this will be noted as region of this one. Now after just penning down the region, we have to note down what value of angle 1 is there. The value of angle 1 according to the figure, we have to go there. This implies angle 1. In the place of angle 1, what is noted down? X there. So we have to note down x plus, in the place of y, what can be noted down in the place of angle 2? It is y here. Angle 3 is z, and angle 4 is w, equal to 360 degree. Am I correct? Now this will be regrouped. This will be regrouped. How can we note down this one? X plus y will be noted down in a bracket. In second bracket, we have to note down remaining item. So firstly, we have to note down w, then z. W plus z. Z plus w can be noted down w plus z. In second bracket, equal to 360 degree. Now, it is remarkable here. It is given. What is given here? Given that we have to note down again x plus y equals w plus z. How? Because this one is given here. Now this is equation number 1. Now pay your attention here. What meaning of this one is there? X plus y equal to w plus z. Meaning is that either in the place of x plus y, note down w plus z, or in the place of w plus z, note down x plus y. Both the condition may be there. Either in the place of x plus y, note down w plus z, because both the values are equal. So in the place of x plus y, we can note down w plus z, or in the place of w plus z, we can note down x plus y. Here x plus y is already given, so we will note down w plus z in the form of which? X plus y. So this implies x plus y is noted down, first bracket, plus second bracket is w plus z, and here our relation is given of w plus z in the form of x plus y. So in the place of this w plus z, what can be noted down? X plus y. Pay your attention here. W plus z is noted down. So in the place of w plus z, what can be noted down? X plus y, because this one is already given. It is according to the condition given in question. So what will be there? In the place of w plus z, what can be noted down? X plus y, and that will be equal to 360 degree. Now see, this implies same thing here, same thing here, same thing is added. So what will be the result? It will be twice time x plus y. One time x plus y, two times x plus y. So what will be total sum? So this will be 2 times inside bracket x plus y equal to 360 degree. Now this 2 will be transposed to right hand side. Here it is in the form of multiplication. It will go in the form of division there. So let us calculate to next side here. So this can be noted down, x plus y equal to 360 degree divided by 2. 2 is transposed. It is in the form of multiplication. Here it will be in form of division. If you divide this, so this will come 180. So this implies x plus y equals 180 degree. Now see, this angle is sum of both the angles is equal to 180 degree. It means what? This AOB, point A, point O and point B are collinear, means they are lying on a straight line. If 180 degree is found between 3 points which are given, it means all those 3 points are collinear points. So this implies angle AOB equal to 180 degree. If angle AOB is 180 degree, it means point A, point O and point B are collinear. So this implies points A, O and B are collinear. Collinear means they are lying on a straight, and this implies AOB is a what? Straight line. STRAIGHT, straight line, and this one is required. So at last we have to note down, hence proved. In this way we have calculated this question. Once again try to follow. It is given that x plus y equals w plus z. It is given in figure and condition is given. So we have to show that this AOB is a straight line. How can we show? If we prove that this angle equals 180 degree, only then AOB will be a straight line. To show a straight line, we have to show that at any point on that segment, if we put a dot and all these are lying in a straight line, are collinear, or they are forming an angle of 180 degree, so those points would be called what? Collinear points. And if collinear points are there, so there would be formation of a straight angle, and straight angle means it is representing opposite ray. And what is opposite ray? Exactly, opposite rays are known as a line. So Firstly, according to the condition, at point O, how many angles are formed? Angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. We have to add all these angles. Angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 equal to, at a point, how many angles? How much angle is formed here? It will be a 360 degree. We have already proved it. So this will be x plus y plus w plus z equal to 360 degree. Now condition is there, x plus y equals w plus z. In the place of w plus z, what can be noted down? X plus y. To x plus y, again x plus y, because w plus z equal to x plus y. So x plus y plus x plus y equal to 360 degree. Same thing is added 2 times. It means it is noted down twice. Twice means 2 times. So 2 times x plus y equals 360 degree. So 1 time, so that will be 360 is divided by 2, and that will be 180 degree. X plus y equals 180 degree. It means point A, point O and point B are collinear. And what is the property of collinear points? If points are lying on a straight line, only then those points are called collinear. It means AOB is a straight line. In this way, we have proved question number 4. Now, you are given time either to take a screenshot or pause there and note down these facts. Firstly, you will draw figure, then you will note down given, then what is to be proved there, and we will start from proof and note down as it is. If any doubt or problem is there, you will discuss all those problems during the live session. If any difficulty you face, only then. If you understand, so there is no need of discussion. Now question number 5, we have to discuss about question number 5 in figure 6.17. You may observe in your book. POQ is a line. See, POQ. This one is a straight line. Clear? Afterward, ray OR. This ray OR means this ray is perpendicular on POQ. Perpendicular means there is formation of 90 degree here. If this one is total 90 degree, so what will be this angle? So this will also be what? 90 degree. You mark here. This one is perpendicular. If this total angle is 90 degree, and from here to there, this total is 180 degree, and this half portion is 90 degree, so what will be this part? So this will be 180 degree minus 90, and that will also be equal to 90 degree. So according to the question, if this angle is 90 degree, so this angle will also be equal to 90 degree. According to the property of linear pair, this angle plus this angle will be equal to 180 degree. This one is 90 plus this angle equal to 180 degree. So this angle equals 180 degree, and 90 degree will be transposed, so that will be minus 90 degree. So this angle will be equal to 180 degree minus 90 degree, that is equal to 90 degree. So this angle is itself is what? 90 degree. So what to prove there? We have to prove that the value of angle SOR is equal to half of difference of angle SOQ and SOP. The difference of SOQ and SOP. We have to firstly find the difference of both the angles, and half of the difference we have to verify this, will be equal to angle SOR. And what is S here? This ray OS is constructed between ray OR and ray OP. It is given in question. If you read thoroughly, it is already given. The location of this ray OS is between ray OR and ray OP. So this angle means angle SOR is equal to half of angle SOQ minus SOP. This is to be verified. This is to be proved here. How can we prove? Let us see there. So as given condition of the question, what is given? So firstly we have to note down what is given in this question. The given part, firstly it is given that POQ is a straight line. So firstly we have to note down POQ, and this is the symbol of straight line. First thing, and this OR, ray OR is perpendicular. This is the symbol of perpendicular to which line? Line POQ. This is given there. Again it is given ray OS lies between which one? OR and OP. OR ray OP. This is given there. What is to be proved there? We have to prove that angle we have to verify that angle SOR means this angle equal to half of the difference of SOQ minus SOP. SOQ means we are talking about this angle and about this angle. So this angle will be subtracted from this angle. Whatever comes, that will be divided by 2, and that will be equal to angle SOR, this angle. This is to be verified here. Now, how can we prove this? So we have to note down proof. Now see, firstly we have to prove that angle POR is equal to 90 degree. Means we have to prove that this angle is 90 degree. How can we prove? This angle plus this angle equal to 180 degree, because both the angles are linear pair. So we have what we have? Angle QOR plus angle POR equal to 180 degree. And what region will be there? This one is bilinear pair. Again we see, we have to put the values here. QOR means QOR is equal to 90 degree. In the place of this one we can note down 90 degree plus angle POR. It will be noted down as it is POR equal to 180 degree. And what region is there? Why have written here 90 degree in the place of angle QOR? What region is there? So you have to write region also, because OR perpendicular PQ, it is given there. Only then this value of angle is 90 degree. Now this implies what? Angle POR equal to, this will be transposed to right hand side. So that will be 180 degree minus 90 degree, and that is equal to 90 degree. Now see, POR, this total angle is 90 degree, and you may observe here POR is the combination of two angles. How? See, angle POR is the combination of this angle and this angle. So we have to note down POR in the form of sum of two angles, because it is the combination of two angles. And what are those two angles? We have to mention there. So this angle is POS or SOP. So this implies angle SOP plus angle SOR, that is equal to 90 degree. Am I correct here? Now this SOR will be noted down in left hand side, and this will be transposed to that side because we require it. So what can be noted down? Angle SOR, because we are required here in verification prop. SOR will be kept where? In left hand side. So SOR is kept here left hand side, and that is equal to 90 degree, and this will be transposed to that side. So that will be minus angle SOP. Now this will be behaved just as equation number 1. Now equation number 1 is obtained here. Now we have to see which angle. We have to observe angle SOQ. Again we have angle SOQ, and SOQ is the combination of again two angles. SOQ is again the combination of two angles. See, SOQ is the combination of this angle and this angle. So this will be converted into two angles. So that is equal to which angle? Angle SOR plus angle QOR. Am I correct? QOR. Now this implies angle SOQ equal to SOR. So SOR will be noted down as it is. Angle SOR plus the value of angle QOR. The value of angle QOR. So this is equal to 90 degree. In the place of QOR we have to note down 90 degree. So this one equal 90 degree. Now we can change the whatever is written in right hand side can be shifted to left hand side, and what is written in left hand side can be noted down. We can interchange their sides. So what will be there? We can note down the same thing as angle SOR plus 90 degree. This total side is written to left hand side, and total left hand side will be noted down right hand side without changing the sign. We can change both of the sides. Left side can be shifted to or transposed to right hand side, and right hand side completely is shifted to left hand side without changing any sign. We can interchange the sides without any change of sign. When broken elements are transposed to that side, only then operation is changed. Otherwise, operation will be same if complete left hand side is converted, shifted to or transposed to right hand side, and total right side is transposed to left hand side. So there would not be change in the operation. Means sign will not be changed there, because we are interchanging the complete side. If broken part is transposed from right to left or left to right, only then we have to change the operation. Plus will be converted to minus, minus will be converted to plus, multiplication will go to division, and division will go to multiplication. So such is the law associated with transposition. Transpose, how to transpose there. So this will be equal to which angle? Angle SOQ. Now this SOR will be kept here in this side, and 90 will be transposed to that side. So what will be there? This implies angle SOR equal to angle SOQ minus, here it is plus, in that side it will be minus 90 degree. Now this one is equation number second. Now what to do? We have to add equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now two equations are obtained here. So we have to add equation number 1 and equation number 2. So after adding, what is obtained here? SOR plus SOR, same thing is added 2 times. So what will be there? So this implies equation number 1 and equation number 2 both are added, and this implies 2 times angle SOR, because SOR here and SOR here. So 1 SOR plus 1 SOR, so that will be twice time SOR, equal to what will be there? See, minus 90 degree and here plus 90 degree. What will be there? The same minus and same plus will cancelled. So 90 will cancel to 90. So what is remaining there? This SOQ, angle SOQ, and minus angle SOP. Why have I written SOQ first? Because positive quantity is noted down first. Then after we note down negative quantity. Is it clear here? That's why SOQ is positive. The SOQ is noted first, and this minus is noted down afterward. Now what to do? This 2 will be transposed to that side. If 2 is transposed there, it is here in which form? It is here in multiplication form. So after transposing to that side, it will go in division form. So this implies angle SOR equal to angle SOQ minus angle SOP divided by 2. Either divided by 2 or other form is also there. We can note down this one inside the bracket, and 1 upon 2 will be noted down as it is. Means 2 goes where? This 2 goes in division, and 1 is understood here. So it will be 1 upon 2 angle SOQ minus angle SOP, and this one is required. This one is required in our, see, we have to prove that SOR means SOR is equal to half the difference of these two angles. The difference of these two angles, same thing is proved here. So at last what will be noted down? Hence proved. In this way, question number 5 is solved here. So either take the screenshot of this one, or pause there and note down all those facts which are written here on the whiteboard. Now time is given to complete it.